This kind of violence, unfortunately, guys, has only just begun. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal back at it again with another pop-up video. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, The Pascal Show, one word. Hit that like button and most definitely crush that subscribe button if this is your first time checking out this channel right here. Anyway, we got to jump into this. This is breaking news. This is fresh right out the gates right now as we speak. Now, in the West Coast area, literally in Phoenix, there has been a blue alert that has been issued because there was a shooting in Phoenix involving a state trooper. Now, this is brand new, so just roll with me on this, okay? So in Phoenix, authorities issued a blue alert on Thursday after a shooting involving a Arizona state trooper in a Phoenix residential area. One suspect is in custody right now, and the other one is still at large after the incident near 37th Avenue and Portland Street. The Department of Public Safety Captain Jesse Galvez told the local news station there. As we know right now, around 9 a.m. this morning, there was a teenager that got out of a car, a teenage male got out of the car and fired multiple shots with an assault rifle at DPS detectives in a vehicle who actually returned fire as well. Now, one of the people, the actual shooter, the 17-year-old suspected shooter, was taken into custody and the weapon was seized. But the search for the driver, believed to be a Hispanic male in his late teens, continues. So they're still looking for this particular 17-year-old Hispanic male, allegedly Hispanic male. Now, no injuries, thank God, were reported. Now, the blue alert that a lot of people saw, and it's been trending on Twitter right now, this blue alert was activated around noon, triggering alarms on cell phones across the valley. The blue alert is a rarely used system that DPS can use when a suspect is on the loose after a law enforcement officer has been assaulted. So apparently that these uniformed troopers were sitting in their parked vehicle in support of a nearby operation when a silver Infiniti pulled directly in front of them and honked. At the point, the passenger in the Infiniti exited the vehicle and raised an assault rifle and began firing at our two detectives. Of course, the troopers fired back, but it is too early to know how many shots were exchanged. So the driver in the Infiniti then took off, leaving the shooter behind, and our detectives at that point were able to take the shooter into custody. So, of course, they have released like photos of the car that was involved, and all that is they show the what happened, like to show what the car looks like, just in case somebody knows any information in regards to who is the owner of this car, or maybe they can link the car to the actual suspect or the person that was driving the car when this alleged moment happened. Now, here's the thing, what's really frustrating to me is that, like I said in the very beginning, we've only just begun, y'all. I mean, we saw one ambush happen in Compton, and there are more stories. Literally, I'm just picking one story right now. There are two other stories. So 3 stories that are happening right now, simultaneously, right now, that are officer-involved shootings. So far, none of them have been successful, thank God. But at the same time, this is the world that we're living in now, y'all. We are now living in a world where people are sitting there. We hear about the police, and we hear about, defunding and the anger and the frustrations that are going on in the streets. But ever since that ambush that happened in Compton was, a successful one on the sides of people who are wanting to see cops dead, it was successful in their own opinions. So other people are seeing this on social media. They're seeing this in the media, and they're going, hey, This is an opportunity for us to do the same damn thing. Everybody who's wearing a badge is going to get some. My people, we need to not do this anymore, y'all. Violence does not solve violence, all right? This is not what we need to do. We need to literally stop doing these things. Like, as much as anybody's sitting there saying, oh, it's Antifa, oh, it's BLM, you know what? At the end of the day, it's still a person or persons or people that are going out of their way to try to kill people, to kill human beings. You can sit here and say this is cops. You can sit here and say this is Antifa or BLM or extreme leftists. At the end of the day, it's people killing people. And this is not something that needs to happen. Real talk. We need to not have these things happening. We need to stop seeing bloodshed in the streets, and that's on both sides of the spectrum. From a Proud Boy getting shot or a pro-Trumper getting shot in the streets to a man getting a knee on his neck to a cop getting shot in the head, 2 cops in Compton getting shot in the head. Thank God both those cops are still fighting for their lives. They're not in critical condition, but they're still trying to bounce back. They're not dead, but at the same time, that was attempted at taking their lives. And every single one of these moments, an assault rifle, y'all, an assault rifle. We are seeing these things out in the social media. We're seeing people out here seeing these things, and they are getting motivated. They're getting fired up, being like, okay, if they did it, I could do the same thing. And they're sitting there listening to the whole idea of all that defund the police rhetoric and all that. You know, here it is. Also, on top of this, with all this that's going on, with all of this going on, do you think that there are people out here that really want to become cops now? Probably not. There are more stories about cops resigning because they're tired of basically having a target on their back because they're wearing blue, because they're wearing a badge. We might not have any sort of law and order in the streets ever again if it keeps going this way. This trend that's going on right now really needs to stop. And I know the opposing side is going to sit there and go, well, the trend of killing innocent, unarmed black men and women need to stop too. And I agree with that too. But violence should not be answered with violence. We need to find a different way, y'all. We most definitely need to. I hope that this guy gets brought to justice, the driver. Thank God that the guy who was actually shooting, the active shooter, is actually in custody. But at the same time, if anyone knows any information in regards to the driver of that car, please, please contact your local authorities and bring this man to justice. This type of senseless type of violence needs to stop immediately. I'm tired of hearing, as much as I say this before, I'm just tired of another hashtag. I'm tired of it. We need to stop doing these things, man. This is terrible. Anyway, comment down below. Let me know what you think in regards to this. Are you behind the shooter? Are you down for for cops to get shot out here in the streets? Or no? Let me know. Comment down below. Hit that subscribe button. Most definitely hit that like button. I got to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.